This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity. Christina joins us in Phoenix, Arizona. Christina, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Thank you. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
Okay, so my question is, my husband and I are looking to buy our first home, and we see a lot of these auction and foreclosure homes, and we were wondering if you recommend buying them, as well as it looks like auction, you might have to have 100% cash, which we do not. But just wondering kind of information on auction and foreclosure, and if you guys recommend one or the other, or kind of the details of it.
Yeah, I mean, they can definitely be great options. And usually for people, if you're doing investment real estate, this is a great option to go down because you just get the best deal on the front end, right? You kind of get built-in equity automatically. But there are some parameters. I'm going to be honest, Christina, I'm not an expert on this. I wish my husband was here because he does this a lot and knows the ins and outs probably more than I do. But I do know you want to look in and make sure you have title insurance. Like you want to make sure there's, that the deeds are clean, titles are clean. Like there's definitely some hoops to jump through to make sure that it's a good deal for you. And like you said, sometimes the person that bids and wins does have a lot of the cash up front. I know that's an advantage there, but yeah, what do you think, George?
Is it required? Like it doesn't, it's not always required?
I haven't heard that it's always required. I think you can get it on a conventional, 15-year fixed. What I would look into is doing your due diligence to see exactly what happened here and what the condition of it is. You need to be extra cautious to make sure that you're not buying sort of a lemon where you're going, oh, we thought it was going to be 20 grand to do the improvements. It's going to be 100.
Yeah, because for some people, as they're getting the auction, they'll just say sight unseen or like no inspection required, right? Just to get their, they're up on it, if you will. And I wouldn't want that for you when it comes to your primary home. Yeah. I mean, like if you had a ton of money and you were like, yeah, if it's bad and we could fix everything with cash, that's one thing. But I wouldn't recommend that unless you just had a ton of cash.
Yeah. And the process can be slower. So here's my advice. I would choose your home based on the home that's right for you that you can afford. And if it happened to be a foreclosure, that's okay. But I wouldn't just seek out auction foreclosures because you're in a tight place financially. I want you to move from a place of strength.
Yeah. Okay. That's great advice.
Yep. Absolutely. Thanks, Christina.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the call.
And but those that are looking to invest in real estate for a lot of, and I know for Dave even, a lot of what he bought early on, and even with my husband, Winston helping him with stuff. I mean, it was a lot of going to the courthouse steps and doing real estate auctions just to get a good deal on the front end, because if you have the margin financially to be able, whether it is to go fix it and all of it, it is a great deal. But to your point, as especially your primary home,
and your first home,
you don't want a lot of hiccups. And there's a cleaner way, faster way to do it, to buy a home.
But with a foreclosure, if you can get it at 80% of the appraised value minus the cost of repairs, we generally see that as a good quote deal. And you Dave said you make your money on the deal.
That's
on
right.
The front
That's
end,
when you get it. Yeah, for sure.
Not with all your fancy renovations that you go to resell. And so as you even do renovations, if you are investing to resell, you want to think about what's actually going to increase the value when you go to resell. And a lot of times it's cosmetic stuff. It's not the super expensive behind the scenes stuff. They just want a nice looking backsplash.
Yep. That's all they want.
So
but Christina, make sure to check out our real estate ELPs there in the Phoenix area. We have some great ones out there, and they can really help walk with you through that process, because I think having an expert with you through it is tremendous. So make sure to check out one of our real estate ELPs.
It's a good call. RamseySolutions.com is the place to go. Thanks for listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/invest or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.